Okay, so let's go through our Unit 1 study guide. Number 1, what is the value of 6 in the number 56,874? So it's asking you what the value of this number is. Now on the test on Thursday, it may have a different place value that it's asking about, but you will see a question just like most of these. Alright, so the 6, I underlined it. I can check that. Ones, tens, hundreds, that's going to be thousands. So underneath it, I would write, let me change to black, the thousands place. If that's not what you wrote on your answers, go ahead and change that. Alright, number 2, which number phrase has the same value as 798,553? Sorry. Alright, so just to be sure, I could go ahead and write out the expanded form over to the side, and then I could find the one that matched it. Or on Mastery Connect, when you do your test, you could write it on your scratch paper so that you're positive you didn't get confused and find the wrong answer. So I would write 700,000 plus 90,000. All right, plus 90,000. Why is my pen not working? There we go. 90,000 plus 8,000 plus 500 plus 50 plus 3. And then I can look at my answer choices and find the one that has those exact same numbers. Now there's some of them that look like they might be the same, but they just have a couple zeros that are different. So really check and make sure that it's the right answer. And for this one, that's gonna be B. So I would circle that one. Alrighty. Number 3, which number has 2 in the 10,000s place? Now actually, there was a typo on this copy and it is fixed on your copy, but we're gonna fix this right here. Yours just says which number has a 2 in the thousands place, not 10,000s. So sorry that I didn't fix my copy. So the thousands place, if we underline it, is right there. We've got tens. Let me try this again. Ones, tens, hundreds, sorry, and then thousands. Okay, so you're going to find the thousands place that has a 2, which would be choice C. Number 4, last season Tom scored 2,708 points for his dart team. He scored more points this season for the dart team. Which inequality correctly compares the points Tom scored this season as compared to last season for his dart team? Now, it tells us last year he scored 2,708, but that this year he scored more, so we know that whatever answer the number is should be larger than 2,708. So out of our answer choices, we can eliminate anything that's not bigger than 2,708. So that one's not larger, that one's not larger, and this one says equal to. But it says he scored more points this season. So that means we know that it has to be this choice because 3,567 points is the only one that would show more points this season. Now, number 5. Which number is in the tens place in the number 5,628? So we know that this is the ones, this is the tens place. So out of your answer choices, oh, sorry, this one doesn't have answer choices. So here you would just write that a 2 is in the tens place. All right, number 6. How many times the value of the digit 4 in 615,324 is the value of the digit 4 in 624,895? So what you need to do is you need to find the 4 in both of these numbers and underline it. Okay, so there's that one, there's that one. And the easiest way to do this is just to rewrite the numbers here and line them up. 615,324, let me redo that. 264,895. Now, here is one of the 4s. Here is the other 4. So if you take your pencil and you bounce to see how many more, like 1 place, 2, and 3, and then you draw a line down like that, that's going to count as a 1, and each one of those bounces needs a 0. So that would show you that it's 1,000 times the value of the other 4. Do you see how I bounced 1, 2, 3, and that made my 1? And then I put zeros under all of those bounces. All right. And then number 7 says, what is the standard form that should say of 6,701? So you would write 6,701. And that's all for this page. Okay, so now flip over and let's check the back. Number 8, what is the estimate of 3,721 plus 4,202 rounded to the nearest thousands? The first thing I need to do is round both of these numbers to the nearest thousands. So 3,721 to the nearest thousands. I'm going to underline my thousand, which is a 3. I'm going to look at its neighbor. That 7 tells me this 3 is going to go up to 4,000. If it had been less than 5, we would have stayed the same. Then I'm going to look at this one. It has 4,000. Its neighbor is a 2. 2 is less than 5, so I know it's going to stay the same. And that would be 4,000 as well. And now I can add 4,000 plus 4,000 equals 8,000. All right. Sorry about that. Number 9. What is the largest possible 4-digit number you can make using the digits 3, 4, 9, 2? Alrighty, so we're going to start with the biggest number that's there, which is a 9, because that will make my thousands place as big as it can be. Now I want to make my hundreds place as big as it can be, so the next biggest number is a 4, and then a 3, and then a 2. So the largest number you can make is 9,432. Number 10, 4 Cub Scouts sold the following amount of popcorn during a fundraiser. Then you see the 4 numbers that they sold. Which inequality shows the amount of popcorn sold in order from greatest to least? So you take those 4 numbers, put them in order from greatest to least, and make sure that the signs are going the right way. The largest out of those numbers is 2,578. I only see one answer choice that even starts with that number, so I already know that should be the answer. But just to double check, I could look at the next one. The next largest is 2,456. Yep, D fits that one too. And then 1,890, and then 1,200. So I know that D is going to be the right answer. Number 11, compare the place value of the digit 9 in these 2 numbers. So just like we did before, it's easiest if you will write underneath them and line those 2 numbers up. So I'm going to write like this and line up these numbers, and the numbers we are comparing are the 9s, so I'm going to find those. Here's one, here's one. I'm going to bounce over, draw my line that makes a 1, 0, 0. So that tells me the 9 in the first one is 100 times smaller than the one in the second. So in this number right here, the 698,000, the 9 is 100 times larger than in this number. All right. Number 12, we're rounding this to the nearest thousands. My thousands place has a 5. Its neighbor is a 2, which means it's going to stay the same. So your answer should look like this. Number 13, how is 4,726 written in expanded form? All right, so you just write it like it sounds. 4,000 plus 700 plus 20 plus 6. And the last one, 14. You got 4 friends that have been saving money to go on a trip. You want to put them in order from greatest to least, depending on who's saved the most. So I'm going to look at these numbers and see who has the most money right now. It looks like Bob is in the lead. A and B both start with Bob. These don't, so I can get rid of them. Then the second person who has the most would be Dave. In A, Katie's second. In B, David's second. So that tells me it's going to be B. Bob has more than Dave. Dave has more than Sarah. Sarah has more than Katie. If you have any questions now that you finished the video, you can come to my desk and ask me. Thank you.